Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show, where we're going to look at another magazine. This time it is Metallion Volume 79 featuring Risky Melody on the cover. I know I'm not doing these in order and I do apologize for that, but yeah, I just do them when I finish reading them or whatever. So anyway, here we go. Another great Girls Hard and Heavy Rock special. This is a great magazine. As I've always said, I really like Metallion. Great photography, great articles. You know, at times it does seem like all this is just a massive advertisement to push all of these bands, you know, into our lives, which I have no problem with. But it does seem like that's what this magazine is. It's like the labels or the people, entertainment groups behind all these bands are like, put this magazine together to push their bands to all of us. Whatever. I'm here for it. I don't care. I enjoy it. So, Risky Melody on the cover. She's no longer in the band. This was a great issue. Look at that. Risky Melody, Bridear, Hagane, Saki, FullMooN, Mellows, Kilt Meltland. And yeah, like what a bunch of heavy hitters there. So let's dive in. Let's have a look. We have the contents page and this advert for Bridear's latest album, Born Again. And I did get to see Bridear in November and they were amazing. I was so happy to finally see them. They were playing with a band called Dream Evil. And if you want to hear my thoughts on that show, you can just go back a few videos and you'll see it there. I talk about the Hanabier and Bridear shows in the same video. But anyway, let's dive in. So we have Risky Melody, the cover story. Love this band. I have a video on Risky Melody coming to the channel, and I have a lot to talk about this band. I saw one of their shows in Japan when I was there in October, and I had the time of my life, and I'm going to talk all about that. So here is Risky Melody. Had a bit of a lineup change over the years. She's the only original member. She's a founding member. She is the singer. Her name is Alice Hino. She's also a gravure model, and yeah, so fantastic. Like I said, keyboard player's not in the band anymore, but I'm not sure what happened there. I think she just didn't want to keep doing it anymore, but I can tell you now that they don't really need a keyboard player on stage because they use the backing track anyway of the keyboards. And yeah, they just rock out. And considering the size of some of the venues that they're playing in Japan, like the venue that I saw them at was tiny. I didn't even know where the keyboard player would stand. Maybe she'd be in the audience. Who knows? But anyway, cool photo of the girls there. Very, very cool band. So we start with the interview with Alice, which is very, very cool. She's lovely. I met all the band after the show and they were all so cool. They were really, really cool. Alice was absolutely lovely and couldn't have been a nicer person. Really, really cool. So then we have more interview here. It's, the interviews are good. Like they just talk about music mostly, but it's still cool. And, Alice has got a lot to say because I guess it's like quote unquote her band to a degree. But yeah, so there we go. And Asumi, this girl, oh my God, what a great guitar player. I remember after they played, she just said to me, how on earth do you know our music in Australia? Which is pretty funny. So I told her, how long I've been a fan and whatever. She was pretty blown away by it. She was really happy that I was listening to their music. So, but yeah, amazing guitar player. Like she is phenomenal. And if you've never seen her do Van Halen's Eruption, you can check that out online. And I guarantee you'll be blown away. It's so good. She's an amazing guitar player. Little ball of fire she is. So there you are. I really would love to interview this band myself. I would love to talk to them about music because after seeing them play, I have a million questions and I didn't want to hold them up at the time and just punish them with questions at the show because there was a lineup of people that wanted to meet them. People wanted to get photos with them and stuff like that. But I'd really love to talk to them all about music and Risky Melody and stuff like that because this is one of the hardest working bands you'll ever see. Like they're always out there playing and they're always doing something, and they've got fantastic songs. So they're playing all over the place. They are just great, fantastic band. Here's Haru. She's the bassist, and she's also how I got the tickets for the show, because I couldn't work out how to buy the tickets, and she put up a post about where you could get tickets. And so I just wrote to her and said, look, I can't work out this website. What can I do? And she helped me. She gave me a guided tour, I guess you could say, on the way to do it. And yeah, so tickets were required and everything was great. And then I saw the show. So very, very cool. I was the only foreigner there, by the way, at that show. The only foreigner. Everyone else was, I guess, local. But it was just, yeah, it was unreal. Here's Aya, who is no longer in the band anymore. And yeah, playing the old guitar. But yeah, no shade to her though. I know she's not in the band anymore, and they don't really need a keyboard player on stage. But that's no shade to her. I mean, the keyboards are great, but I just feel that what they're doing now just seems to work. Like, it sounded great the other night. Not the other night, because it was like 2 months ago. But still, yeah. Aya, or is it Aya? Ai? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, and I really apologize. Their drummer was at the merch desk after the show, and I got to say, she was one of the nicest people ever. Like, it was so cool. I had a chat to her after the show and stuff like that, and she was just lovely. Like, really, really cool. What a good person. Like, the whole band was lovely. Like, they really were. Just really thankful that so many people were there to see them. Like, the fans were diehard and stuff like that. I mean, you'll hear about it all in the video that I've got on Risky Melody coming to the channel. So, but yeah, very, very cool drummer. She's fantastic, by the way. If you've not watched her drumming videos on YouTube, you can do so. You will be blown away. Fantastic musician. Selected discography of Risky Melody. This is possibly the more rock and stuff with this lineup, whereas the older stuff is kind of more pop. It's still great, but it also has a different lineup. Just Alice is the only member there. So, but yeah. Kilt Melt Land. Interesting look this band has. Very interesting look. I have mentioned this band before in these magazine reviews. I do not own their albums. I totally forgot to look them up when I was over there, which is bad of me. But yeah, but really unique look. Like, she looks like a vampire. She's got like the vampire teeth and stuff like that. Interesting. But yeah, it's very, very cool. Very cool band. Very cool look for this band. Now, here we go with Mellows. I did a review on their album. If you're interested, you can go back and check that out. Their album is fantastic. I love that record. And I listen to it in the car all the time. So, so good. They call it what? Cute metal? I don't know. It just sounds great to me. Awesome band. I can't wait to hear what they do next. So, Sally, the guitar player, champion guitarist. Possibly one of the best metal guitar players in Japan right now. She is phenomenal. And she has a solo album coming out in, is it February or March? I think it's February. So keep an eye out for that, because the song that she's already dropped from that album is fantastic. So, so good. So I'm really excited about her album. Her EP that she released, her debut EP, I think it was. It's a 3-track thing. It's really good. You got to check that out as well. Like, yeah. This is Saki's legs, because it is a poster of Saki, which you can take out and hang on your wall, or you can choose to go with Risky Melody. Whatever suits you. Or you can just leave it in the magazine like I've done. FullMooN. Here we go. Another band whose records, or CDs I should say, I did not buy when I was over there, which is stupid of me, because I like their stuff. And I don't know, there was just so much music over there to get, and I just couldn't buy it all. I was mainly shopping at hard offs and book offs and hobby offs, and buying the cheap used CDs. So I was buying whatever I could find in that. And I found tons, as you would have seen my CD haul that I did. There's a video on that. If you want to check it out, go for it. You can see all the Japanese band CDs that I bought. Most of them were like between 100 and 330 yen. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it, how cheap it was. Hagane. Wow. What a band. Really, really good band. And she plays a flying V. Anyone who plays a flying V is top shelf in my books because I play a flying V too. Flying Vs are awesome. But yeah, this band rules. Check them out. They've got videos all over YouTube. They've also got some stuff out. You can check them out online or whatever. Look at that. This is their discography. You can check it out and rock. Life Goes On is the newest release, and it's really good. So look it up. Bridear, the band I saw in November, really, really good live band. I was so into that show. I couldn't believe how good it was. Yeah, it was just wild. They played for an hour, and by the time they were finished, it's just like, no, keep going. You are so good. But yeah, good band. Yumi, guitarist. Mo, the guitarist. Haru, the bass player, she does all the death metal growls in their music. So it's all done by her. And Natsumi, the drummer, amazing drummer. This is their discography. Born Again's the latest. I really like this record. I do think it's awesome. I think maybe this one might be my favorite. I kind of go back and forth over which ones are my favorites, but yeah, I listen to these two a lot. These two are a lot. They're always playing in the car. Such a good band. Here is an interview with Saki in relation to her Jiminen's EP. I got to see Saki live when I was over in Japan, and that was cool. I tried to meet her after the show, and I don't know, I guess she's very shy. Her show itself was great. Fantastic guitar player. Really long show too. She played for a long time. Basically, it's a trio that she does, and they play a few songs, and then they talk for like 10 minutes, and then they play another 3 songs, and then talk for 10 minutes, and play another 3 songs, talk for 10 minutes, etc., etc. And I don't understand Japanese, so to me, a lot of that stuff is just lost on me, and that's on me. That's my fault. I should know the language, especially after being there 10 times or 11 times. I should know the language by now. But either way, the show was fantastic. She's an amazing player. Her guitar is awesome. I tried looking everywhere for one to play one because I really wanted to play her signature model and see what it was like. Couldn't find one anywhere. So, yeah. I did see other killer guitars, but didn't see this particular model. So, yeah. But anyway, very cool. She also plays in this band like an angel. And there you go. Pictures of Saki if you want to put them on your wall or something like that. There you go. I love her Marshall too. Her Marshall looks cool as. Even though I prefer, the simplicity of a JCM 800, her amplifier looks cool and it looks like something she would play, which is great. This is her EP. I have this version with the Blu-ray, and I got to say, if you're going to pick up any of the EPs, get them on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is really, really good. And on top of that, the 3 songs that you get are fantastic. So there we go. We have reached the end of another issue of Metallion. So there we go. That is issue 79, or volume 79, I should say, of Metallion. Thank you so much for checking this video out. I do these videos so that if you are curious about this magazine or you see them online when you're shopping for Japanese stuff or whatever, and you're interested but you don't know what's in them, well, that's what these videos are about. They're to give you a look at what's in the magazine to see if it interests you in case it's something that you would like to check out and invest in or buy or whatever. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.